Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, you are now tuned into the BAN League. I'm Big Suge, and this is my cousin,
Dre Day.
and we are the BAN League. Excuse my background in the back. I ain't got my fancy little banner and all that yet in the mail. I'm still waiting on the shipping and all that shit, but that's all right. Let's get on right into it. It's that time of the year, Super Bowl time. Uh, you know, we got the Bengals and we got them LA Rams. What's your take?
My take on the Bengals is they got beat. They beat KC, they beat Tennessee, they beat Las Vegas. They haven't lost in the playoff game yet. Joe Burrow, he hasn't lost a playoff game yet, bro. So they got young, mature talent. They got some young niggas over there. Look, Joe Burrow, starting with Joe Burrow. He's a young dude. And they play like real mature though. You know what I'm saying? Especially to go through those three teams. You know what I'm saying? Most young quarterbacks, they one and done, or they may win a playoff game and be out of there, but they was able to get in there and you know what I'm saying, all the way to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, man, I'm gonna go ahead and talk about the Rams, man. I'm glad Odell, man, is finally getting to play in one of them bowls, man. You know, and I'm happy for Odell. He came to the Rams, mid-season. He's been balling out, as well as Von Miller, man. So I'm interested, to see what's gonna happen, in the bowl. But the Bengals are, Joe Barrow's a bad motherfucker. Let's not get that misunderstood. Jamar Chase ain't gonna be fucked with neither. So, we'll see how it goes. It ain't just gonna be no walk in the park for the Rams.
Yeah, the Rams beat AZ, Tampa Bay, San Francisco. San Francisco was their toughest matchup.
Right.
AZ was already reeling towards the end of the season. Tampa Bay, they was missing a couple weapons. You know what I'm saying? They looked like they was tired at the end. Um, This their second time in the Super Bowl in the past few years. So I don't know what they're gonna do this time around. Do they got a better quarterback? Is Stafford a better quarterback this time going around to the Super Bowl? They got an extra pass rusher this time. They got Jalen Ramsey. They didn't have none of these guys the first time they got there. So um, we'll see. They got the superstar talent, and the Bengals got superstar talent too with Burrow and Chase. And they got some young dudes over there on the defense. So I don't know. We'll talk about that more later um, next week. But I wanted to get into this Brian Flores shit. You
Cold
know what
ass
I'm saying?
Brian Flores. Look.
Yeah, cold ass Brian Flores. Yeah, he filing a lawsuit with the NFL with three teams. I think it's the Giants and Dolphins. The Dolphins owner, I guess, offered that nigga uh, a hundred G's. Look, for every loss, and he would have lost and lost and lost, and they'd have fired his ass. If he lost all in games, they collected all in draft picks. They would have got rid of his ass. See? Then you got a black coach with a bad record. He can't get hired nowhere else because he was just used as a pawn to collect draft picks and players and bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Instead of, you know, hiring a coach, hiring a black coach to come in and win for your organization, we kind of get used and kind of exploited for just some bullshit. The Rooney Rule. Go ahead.
Rooney Rule. The Rooney Rule. The bullshit ass Rooney Rule, man. That's the kind of shit you get, man. A fucking charity rule, when you got a league full of white owners. You know what I'm saying? A fucking Rooney Rule. Fuck out of here, man. They offered that nigga a honey bun a game to lose. So it's a lose-lose situation. You know, if I lose all these games, y'all get all these draft picks and all that shit, turn around, I get fired, y'all bring a white coach in, make him look like a hero, then all of a sudden I'm without a job. It's already hard enough for me to get another head coaching job as a black man in the National Football League.
Yes,
So,
sir.
yeah, so it's just a fucked up situation, man. It's a lose-lose. It's bullshit, man. And then you got, Hugh Jackson, with a similar situation. So I hope it's more coaches, man, that get on that lawsuit with Flores, man, and really expose these motherfuckers for what they doing.
Yeah, I think it's a whole lot of coaches. I mean, they know this has been an issue. That's why they got the Rooney Rule in the first place. Everybody knows it's a problem. It's just they don't want to do anything to fix it. They just kind of put a band-aid over it and think, this little Rooney Rule of bringing in coaches just so these teams can check off a box and say, okay, we interviewed a minority coach. Okay, now let's get to who we gonna really hire. You know what I'm saying? It was
Right.
just crazy, man. It's a crazy ass situation, and it's just unfair for black coaches to really succeed in the NFL, bro. You can't really succeed in the NFL because you get put in certain situations to lose. That's not cool.
No, it's not cool at all, man. But we'll see, man. Hopefully, some shit comes from this, man. Like some Donald Sterling type shit, man, where these motherfuckers got to sell the team, to somebody else, man. Hopefully, somebody, black can get it. We'll see. I don't know what's gonna come from this, man, but we'll see. I hope it's not just like another Kaepernick situation where they, pay this motherfucker an undisclosed amount of money, tell him to shut the fuck up and get on.
Yeah,
Hopefully, something comes from this.
yeah. It has to something come from it. It's the NFL is kind of like, you have Bounty Gate, you have Spy Gate, you have the Plate Gate, all these little gates, and the concussion shit, like we was talking earlier, the concussion shit kind of put a dent in the armor, but it didn't really crack the motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Because they really kind of changed the way they start playing the game as far as people hitting each other's heads and shit and change the equipment. So, the NFL hasn't really had a big enough scandal or anything to bring the NFL down. You know what I'm saying? But, I don't know. They gonna have to change this shit or know, this type of shit might expose the NFL for what it really is later on down the line as we get further into this lawsuit.
Right, man. So we'll see what's going on with that, man. But on to the next, man. Let's talk about this Pro Bowl, man, since it's that time of the year as well.
Yes, sir.
What are some of your favorite players that's gonna be playing in this game?
Okay, so I wrote down three players that I that I like watching. I'm a Cowboy fan, as you know. Um, yeah, uh, Trayvon Diggs. I picked both of the Diggs brothers. Trayvon Diggs, he had 11 interceptions this year. Stephon Diggs, he had 103 receptions, 10 touchdowns. You know what I mean? Um, yeah, the Diggs brothers, they've been balling out to have two of your kids. Think as a father, you got two of your kids in the Pro Bowl, at the highest level of the NFL right now. You know what I'm saying? Two of your kids, bruh. That's hella. And I went with Michael Parsons, 13 sacks, three forced fumbles. You know what I'm saying? He was the game changer on the Cowboys. Both him and Diggs. We got both of them players out there saying balling out. To lead the league in interceptions. Come back with Mike Parsons, 13 sacks, and not even play a full time role at defensive end. He was playing off the ball linebacker half a year and defensive end, the other half. So, maybe a full time year at defensive end, you know what I'm saying? He over 20 sacks.
Right.
6'3, 240, run a 4'3. You know what I'm
Bang,
saying?
motherfucker.
Found
Right,
it,
right,
son. He's ready. Look,
right,
he's a
right.
rooter. But yes, sir. Give me your three.
Man, first off, man, I'm gonna start off with that boy up in San Francisco, man, Big Bad Debo.
Yeah, Big Bad Debo. He's a pound.
Yeah, he's a pounder, man. He can get you from that receiver position, and he can come out the backfield on your ass.
Mhm.
Simple thing, man. My second pick, man, I'm gonna go with Justin Jefferson. Yeah, man, I like what he was doing up there in Minnesota, man. And then
Yeah,
alongside with his teammate, man, Dalvin Cook, man, they really balled out this year.
yeah. Dalvin Cook is pretty nice. I like the Jefferson. I mean, people coming out of college, you never really thought. he was gonna be at the level that he is, like one of the best receivers in the game. He was more of a, maybe top 20 receiver in the league. You know what I'm saying? But he's like top five right now as far as numbers doing coverage. You know what I'm saying? You got to put it away and try to stop him. So yeah, those is two, three good picks that you got. So yeah, we'll see about this Pro Bowl. They ain't gonna be hitting each other too hard out there. It's gonna be two hand touching. Ain't nobody trying to
Yeah.
get injured and shit. Have to fuck around and make a big turnaround and go be ready for the next year. So um, I had a few Cowboys in this motherfucker saying Dak, Dak, he chose not to be there. He wanted the rest of a couple of other motherfuckers didn't want to. So hey, I'm gonna watch that motherfucker, see what they doing, see the little sideline talk, the little mics up and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? See what these
Right,
niggas is
right.
talking about. It's a little fun. They got the little fun activities happening today. I think Michael Parsons beat everybody in the fastest man race. Uh, yeah, we'll get into that, next show, reviewing cover Pro Bowl. So, yeah.
Right. Well, we'll see you guys next week. Like I said, I'm Big Suge. This is my cousin.
Rizzy.
And we out of this motherfucker.
Are you not with that bullshit they be telling you? Are you not conforming to their rules? Do you stand on the truth? Well, come subscribe to the BAN League, a.k.a. the Badass Nigga League, where we talk about all the real shit, sports media, and black current events.